Kris Tyson, one of MrBeast's best friends, and appeared in so many videos. And now it looks like he's finally getting heat for everything he's done. Before we get into that, I want to go over a couple reasons why I actually don't like Kris Tyson. You know, it could actually be probably summed up by this clip right here.
Number one, he's not straight. Number two, he likes boys. And number three, most importantly, he's dead.
And yes, for those about to comment right now in this video, I'm only making this video because Kris is trans, and I'm extremely transphobic. Now let's get into the real details of why I actually don't like Kris Tyson. And yeah, this video is also going to be in chapters for those who want to follow along a little bit better, in case you're missing any information. I've seen a lot of videos out there who just kind of ramble on and they don't really give the information straight out, so I divided everything up for you guys. Without further ado, let's dive right in. For a little bit of background, Kris Tyson was one of the co-hosts of MrBeast's channel, and I used to watch MrBeast a lot back in the day. He used to make videos making fun of the most terrible intros that you could find online. A lot of them were actually just kids, and it'd be kind of like how Leafy would make his videos, just bullying whatever he saw online. And Kris actually appeared in a lot of these videos.
When the look like that, you know you gotta back out.
You can't say that to 12-year-olds.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, why do I hear the police sirens?
Yeah, the cops, they follow me home for some reason. I don't really know.
Have fun getting raped in prison again.
Don't talk about that anymore, man.
He's gonna lose out.
Pineapples, come on.
I like men and boys. Blue.
And after that, we come up to 2023. MrBeast is the largest channel on YouTube, and he has like almost 300 million subs right now. And where's Kris Tyson at? Well, apparently he announced transition and started hormone replacement therapy. And he made these tweets also stating that he divorced his wife that he had a kid with. And that's when things started to go a little bit downhill as well. One of the main things why I bring up his divorce is because he also had a tweet acknowledging that he's been kind of gender confused ever since he was at the age of 6. He says here that he didn't know why he liked trying on girls' clothes. And he's known about this his entire life. So you're basically telling me Kris Tyson, who's having gender identity issues, willingly goes into a marriage knowing it's probably not going to work out, has a kid with this wife, and then leaves because he's having gender identity issues. You can notice this as well too because he starts taking hormone replacement therapy right after he announces his divorce. And if he knew this from the get-go, that just makes him a humongous scumbag.
Well, it's never too late to discover who you are. You shouldn't be mad just because someone finds out what gender they are halfway through a marriage.
Yeah, we're not trying to normalize that. A lot of people were actually also getting upset about Kris's transition for that exact same reason as well too. And of course, he's not obligated to stay married to a woman he's unhappy with. But I think most people were upset that now the child is going to lose out on a father figure. Another point I want to bring up along with this is that apparently he's been really interested in Loli.
Well, it's just a drawing. It's not that bad. It's not like he actually touched kids or anything.
Jesus, you guys couldn't be any more wrong.
But listen, you're watching too much Loli hentai. And, I mean, to be honest with you, I'd rather you do meth.
Lolicon refers to a genre of manga, anime, or any type of media that depicts young or childlike characters in a provocative manner. It's very problematic because, for one, that's actually illegal in many jurisdictions, and two, it's literally gratifying minors. So where am I going with this? Did Kris actually draw this lolicon stuff himself? No, but he did actually own artwork from it. So for a little bit more backstory, there used to be this artist named Shadman. Now he would do a lot of the lolicon art, and he was pretty big back in 2017. And the reason why I know this guy is because I remember he actually depicted Keemstar's daughter. Yeah, that's right, Killer Keemstar. He actually depicted his own daughter in a drawing as well. There's not really that much proof, is there? Oh yeah, there actually is. Because he actually commented on a lot of Shadman's art. And Kris actually made a lot of comments on Shadman because he used to be a fan of him, it looks like, as well too. Just look at these tweets, man. Even if they're in a joke, they're so twisted. And there you go. You have Kris also admitting in this tweet right here that he actually owns a poster of Shadman's. And you can actually see this poster in one of MrBeast's videos because they used to be roommates together. But also, as a longtime MrBeast fan, I noticed this myself as well too. It seems that poster's actually been there for a while. So someone tell me why Kris, of all people, has this poster, why he's interested in owning this poster, and why he's had this for so long. It's just absolutely disgusting and inexcusable. Alright, Alright, we're finally diving deep into the juicy details of what happened when Kris was actually DMing a minor. There are a lot of people saying that, oh, it's just edgy jokes and it shouldn't be taken too hardly. No, that is not how you play this game. Especially when we called out people like Dr. Disrespect and Colleen Ballinger for doing the exact same thing, interacting with fans in an inappropriate way. It doesn't matter how. If you have underage fans and you're in a group chat and you're not acting appropriately like an adult you're supposed to be, then you really shouldn't be around minors. Getting right into these messages, what do we have exactly? There's only really a couple that we can cover, but I'll analyze over these as well too and explain everything. Coming for America. Well, I don't really have anything to say about that. I don't really know how I can analyze that any further. Kris is literally just coming for America, apparently. Why he would snap that to a minor on Snapchat? I don't know, dude. And also, this involves this guy named Lava GS. He's actually come out and say that he wasn't groomed by Kris, but that still doesn't explain all the inappropriate messaging going on inside the Discord.
I know, dude. I would come inside of that egg and then watch her eat it, and then watch her have sex with another man while she comments about how my genitalia can never satisfy her.
I gotta say that is one of the not good places.
I hope he goes his entire life not smoking a single cigarette, and then when he gets 80, he just gets fucked with some dude with some cancer, and he shoves it in his mouth and gets mouth cancer.
Yeah. That's
Cancer
hot.
mouth from cancer.
Now, to give Kris the benefit of the doubt, this is a lot like COD lobbies as well too. You don't really know who you're talking to most of the time when you're in these voice calls, and some people also say the worst stuff you could possibly imagine. But Kris actually did know these people, and he was in this Discord server that was full of minors. Why would he be having a conversation with that, even jokingly, with people underage? Like, why would he even get into contact with these people? I don't get it. Now, this isn't to say that Kris was grooming people. It actually doesn't look like he was grooming anyone at all, from what I've seen. But this does paint him as a massive weirdo.
Oh, so you're shaming him for liking Loli making edgy jokes with children?
Yes. And now we're finally talking about the backlash that Kris Tyson got. So, like, he got backlash from Keemstar because Kris supported Shadman, and Shadman drew art of his 8-year-old daughter. He got backlash coming from Pokimane, backlash coming from Valkyrie. You got backlash coming from Los Pollos Hermanos. You got backlash coming from XQC. You got backlash coming from one of the Tate brothers. I think Andrew Tate also talked about this himself as well, too. He's basically getting hate from everywhere, all for the same exact points that we just talked about. He shouldn't be having inappropriate messaging with minors in any form, especially if you're an adult. Kris's response was actually pretty short, so if you actually want to pause and read, go straight ahead. He basically says that he didn't groom anyone, he's sorry for his past humor, and that he's going to be permanently stepping away from everything MrBeast, everything social media. That way he can focus on his mental health and his family, which he should have been doing in the first place. The main takeaway I want to give from this video is that Kris really should have known better. He was a 20-year-old man when he was making these edgy jokes with these children, and especially if he belongs to one of the biggest YouTube channels. If you're an adult, you should have a lot more responsibility to make the right decisions, make the right actions, make the right choices. I don't know what path Kris is going to go on. I believe everyone can redeem themselves, but also the fact that MrBeast has been completely silent about this entire situation just also paints a bad picture for him as well, which actually makes me think this whole screenshot actually was correct, and that Sunny V2 deserves an apology from MrBeast. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this topic. Stay safe out there, guys.